Welcome, brothers, sisters, elders. Our ancestors are here today, as far back as you can imagine, and further still. Are they around us, above us? I can't say, but they are within us. They live within us. They are us. They make us. Close your eyes and listen to the drum of your heart. That is their gift to you. When we speak, they hear us. They are listening. For the hopes and dreams of our forefathers, we have left them unfulfilled. We have failed them. Even when the shackles were cast aside, the bonds of servitude remained. Distinctions made about skills, questions on our worth, opportunities lost, actions curtailed. Progress was made slowly, with difficulty, and often with the loss of dignity. The quest to be seen as human, as equal, went on. They say we are animals. They say we are primitive. They say we are 3/5 human. How ironic to be in the cradle of humanity and yet not be human. We all track our lines back to Africa. We are her children. But greed, power, and wealth took us from our homeland, stripped us of our name and heritage, dragged us halfway across the world, made us work for no money, beat us when we said no. Beneath the surface of society, though, difference dissolved into hate, indifference, and institutionalized racism. And we are the ones that they call animals? When the diaspora of old empire headed towards the motherland, to England, invited to rebuild a country maimed and crippled by war, They worked hard to do just that. Despite differences and resistance from the natives, they built homes and lives for themselves. Enoch Powell would be proud. Whilst the river Tiber may not foam with blood, the Mediterranean does. The rich of this world have made their wealth from the toils and exploitations of others. Being of colour was a resource, a commodity to be traded, cheap labour in harsh conditions for expensive crops. Where money was involved, empathy was missing. You can't be chained, whipped, and beaten without being scarred. Neither can you be raped, nor ripped from your mother, nor torn from your child. To have your family ill and hungry because you are not worth saving. To live your entire life as the property of another. And to know that that is also your child's lot in life. What scars would these bring? In a harsh world where love is denied, can you learn to love, to raise a child? The scars of our ancestors live on too. Over 200 years ago, slavery in the UK was outlawed. 182 years later, in 2015, compensation through taxes to the slave owners was repaid. My grandparents, my parents, and myself have paid for our freedom. Where was our compassion? Where was our compensation? As a nation, we have learnt to celebrate our wins, shouting them from the rooftops, especially when we're on the right side of history. We all know how hard it is to look and acknowledge the latter, but this is what needs to happen. We need to see what we have done wrong, put our hands up, listen to the ones we have hurt, say sorry, and start to heal. This starts by acknowledging that slavery happened, that everyone born after it has gained something from it, even myself. It begins in the classroom. Education is key. Being bullied, told to go back home, was something that became the norm. After hearing it enough, you would think you would learn to let it go. But I never have. The trauma faced by my ancestors may have happened a long time ago, and the physical scars are little more than dust now. However, it still resonates within me. The trauma may have evolved, but it is no less damaging today. "49 years to the day Enoch Powell's River of Blood speech. I was in labour, preparing to give birth to my daughter. Whilst I worried about the world I was bringing her into, I dread having to explain this. Right now she doesn't see colour or difference, yet I hope for a better future. I'm working for a better future." We need to look back at our past to inform and educate her generation, the next generation, and our generation. Ancestors, thank you. Thank you for your strength. Thank you for fighting against injustice. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for opening our eyes and bringing hope. Thank you for walking the path that we wouldn't dare to walk today. Thank you for sitting around the fire and sharing your stories with us.